I will bluntly say this, many people are going to hell. Many have believed the lie that if you say the sinner's prayer, you can become a Christian. If we just accept Jesus into our hearts, we can avoid fiery judgment. Jesus is nothing more than a fire insurance card. Because this is not biblical. This is heresy. It's a lie that has infected the church, and none more than here in America. Guys, here's the reality. You can say that prayer every day for the rest of your life and die and be separated from God forever. There are two roads in this life that we choose, and both have very different destinations. And how can I say this? Well, because Jesus warned us about it in Mathew 7. Jesus made a very startling statement. He said, you can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow road. The highway to hell is wide, for many choose that way. But the road to life is very narrow, and it's difficult, and only few ever find it. There you have it. And these aren't my words, these are Jesus' words. But instead of verifying when and why Jesus said this, we just believe what man tells us. What you need to understand is trusting man is dangerous. And this is why Paul said, be like the Bereans and verify everything. Don't just trust everything you hear. And see, the truth is, God's path is always the one least taken. Why? Well, because it's the path that never makes sense. It's the path that seems insecure. It's the path that looks the least attractive. It's the path that involves the most sacrifice. It's the path the world is telling you to avoid. And who really wants that? Well, most people don't. And the majority will never choose that path. And what do you think Jesus meant when he said, narrow is the road that leads to life and few find it? But notice he said, wide is the road that leads to destruction and many will follow it. Why? Well, because it's natural for us to follow the wide road. It feels better. It looks better. It's easier. It's nicely paved. There's less friction. You can bring all your junk with you. There's no sacrifice.